Ma'am, do you know why you're being arrested?
No, I do not.
If you were expecting to see something else on right now, check your clock. You have questions about Ebola, and we are getting them answered for you. Very, very nice and stylish.
Yeah, with all the lights in here, yeah.
And you help a great cause. Your debit card is very convenient.
Laughing and even throwing paper airplanes in the room. One of the women involved in that fight is seen holding what it looks like a butter knife, ready to stab someone.
But a majority of Congress wants to take the law and rip it apart. People get excited over Black Friday. We see the ads, we see the lines from stores all across the country.
You want to measure some of the suggestive items in your bag.
Envelope, please. It's a little corny, but it's part of the process.
The one about this guy, James Brown, was made somewhere else.
And that's why I feel the show is rigged.
Selfie.
We're gonna take one.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Nice.
And if you want to see it, you can go to the WJBF Instagram account.
Protecting you.
Right.
Forming the antibodies.
Right. And that was the shot.
That was the shot.
That was a shot. Quick and painless. And you know what you do? You share.
Oh.
Allowed to get past these gates unless they bought a ticket right here. Just in the last 10 minutes, we've learned that the Criminal Investigations Division is still looking into this, all trying to sort it out.
Take a closer look at the picture of this dog. You can see that chains wrapped around its neck.
Wait for some results from some tests to figure out what that substance was. And take a look behind me. We've got a lot of activity happening in the last 10 minutes. She says he took her wallet, removed the money that was inside, threw the wallet on the ground, and put the money in a red pillowcase.
If you were expecting to see something else on right now, check your clock. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Augusta. I'm Dion Guillory, here with meteorologist Kevin Nywood. And Kevin, we have sprung forward. Now on Good Morning Augusta, Georgia investigators are working to identify human remains found in Milledgeville. They were found about 30 miles from Macon. Columbia County is losing out on more than $100,000 because of unpaid stormwater fees. Now the county is going after the people responsible for those bills more than a decade late. News Channel 6's Margaret Ann Carter takes a closer look. The ordinance will go before commissioners for a final vote next Tuesday. We have some road work to tell you about that's going to happen this week. One of the 2 lanes. Big growth is expected in the CSRA, and now you can join in on the planning process. Join the conversation on how the city will help you get around as the population expands. Here on News Channel 6, we want to know what you think about this. Head over to our Facebook and Twitter. 706 Now Augusta celebrated Vietnam War veterans this weekend. The 319th Transportation Company. A fundraiser took place this weekend to honor the memory of an Augusta native killed during the Virginia Tech shootings. Barbecue and games were served up in style this weekend. Time now 7:08. Want to check in with meteorologist Kevin Nywood in the Forecast Center. And Kevin, this is a great day ahead to maybe do some cooking outside. President Obama celebrated a monumental day in civil rights history yesterday. He stood where many marched to fight for the freedom to vote. We are following some breaking news right now. Just in the last 5 minutes, a spokeswoman for Moscow court says 5 Nemtsov's killing suspects have arrived for arraignment. Another American city is seeing racial tension heat up after an unarmed black teen was killed. Tony Robinson was shot by police in Wisconsin this weekend. Mayor Maloney has more on the community's outrage. 7:34 now. More than 200 men and women graduated from the Fort Gordon Youth Challenge Academy this weekend. The organization keeps 200 tons of waste out of landfills each year. All right, we want to check in with meteorologist Kevin Nywood, standing right here this morning. And Kevin, you know, we can't ask for a better forecast today. Okay, time now for my favorite segment, Caught on Camera. Actor Harrison Ford, you know, he crashed his vintage plane last week. Now we have a new video showing the moments right before it all happened. Usher's latest song, I Don't Mind, was front and center at this performance at Glen Hills Middle School last week. The song may be a hit on the charts, but this video is making some parents say, oh my gosh.
It became very disturbing because I wasn't looking for young girls of that age should be actually performing to a song with such lyrics.
If you dance on a pole.
The lyric celebrates strippers, supports them making money, and goes on to say stripping is okay. In the lower right-hand corner of the video, you can see a teacher going through the choreography with the girls.
It didn't seem positive for a a role model to give to children to actually use or to dance to.
The Richmond County School System would not go on camera to talk about this video, but a spokesperson did tell me that administrators have watched it, and right now a new arts and entertainment procedure is being put in place. That procedure will call for all performances to be reviewed by the administration. As the video continues to get shared on Facebook, parents just want the kids' future to be the main focus.
Life is not about getting on the pole, making money, and entertainment. Life is about living and doing what you can to be the best person that you can be.
TSA workers say it's a numbers game. Basically, what you need to do is pack your bag and give yourself enough time to pack that carry-on bag. And also, you want to measure some of the suggestive items in your bag. Scissors, no more than 4 inches. Tools, no more than 7. And if you don't do that, it could cost you.
It looks very much like a gun, but it's not.
TSA worker Arnold Stein is showing off just one of many items banned in carry-on luggage that are left behind at the Augusta Regional Airport.
I've had a pickaxe come through before.
Also, this knife disguised as a tube of lipstick, a purse with brass knuckles, or even a bullet belt. The Transportation Security Administration showed us a table full of items abandoned by passengers in the last couple of weeks. This loaded gun was found last week at the airport security checkpoint. Administrators say the gun's owner was allowed to put his gun back in his car and board his flight.
The folks that we were finding the firearms on either said they didn't know that they had it with them, or somebody packed the bag for them.
Howell says there has been an increase in firearms at airport checkpoints nationwide. One gun was found at Augusta Regional in 2013. 3 were found a year later.
And you have more people carrying on bags because they're trying to avoid paying a baggage fee.
Howell says many of the items on this table are allowed in your checked bag, but not your carry-on. Stein is just following the rules.
We're just making sure that we follow the steps that we're given to follow.
Now, one way to make sure that you don't have any of those questionable items in your carry-on, the TSA app. There's a section on the app where you can just type in any questions about what you can bring in your carry-on bag. Now, the TSA can fine you for having a gun in your carry-on through security. It costs up to $7,500 for the first offense, and it doubles after that. Live at Augusta Regional Airport, I'm Dion Guillory for WJBF News Channel 6. This picture of a dog in Burke County is being shared on Facebook. The pit bull named Nitro is seen with a chain around its neck and 2 padlocks. In its yard, the dog's bones can be seen. It's a concern for Samantha Holton.
It's actually rubbing his neck, his hairs, his whole neck is gray from it.
Holton is also concerned about the dog's house and the cold weather. She filed an incident report and even went to court.
I'd like to get Nitro out of the situation he's living in. There are so many more dogs like that in this county.
Burke County doesn't have animal services, so everything has to come through the sheriff's office, but I'm told there's only so much they can do.
We're not able to pick animals up. We don't have the personnel or the training or the equipment or actually the facility to put these animals in when they're picked up.
Sergeant Lowe is heading up the investigation. He says he's had to ask Richmond County Animal Services for advice on what to do.
You guys have a small staff. Animal services is needed in the county.
Yes, I think it would benefit Burke County as well as the sheriff's office.
Until that happens, Holton feels knowledge could help.
And we need humane education here.